9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Oh, you're live. Hi, people. How you doing? I was watching YouTube today, and it was showing about parents breaking the kids' stuff. Well, I can understand parents get mad. And I know parents get frustrated with their sons and daughters who don't listen to them. Well, Mimi, I have something to say. I hate having an itchy nose. I hate itchy noses. Stupid. Well, I was watching it, and you showing the mom or dad or angry grandpa or angry mother breaking electronic things like the TV set or someone else's laptop. I think that there is something wrong with your mental state. Every time I look at it and you show it on YouTube, you people are mentally disturbed. You have mentally disturbed kids. You have mentally disturbed parents. I think you guys deserve no electronic stuff. No computer, no radio, no TV set, nothing. You guys gotta stop breaking things and you put it on the internet and people will look at you and thinking, oh, another angry grandfather's video. Bullshit. Why don't he learn to mellow out? You know, some of the day that angry grandfather going to have a heart attack and he's going to die of a stroke. If you keep on getting mad and frustrated, you better learn to slow down, relax a minute, and say and count. And it's simple. If you kids like to play stupid video games all the time and not listening to your father and saying, "Oh, please clean up your room," you better do it. I'm getting tired of hearing missy kids and not listening to their dad or mother. You better do it, or I will make you to do it. Take a shovel and shovel all your stuff out of the window. I think you kids are really lazy playing video games. And sometimes your parents are trying to tell you how many times 20, 30, 40, 50, 100 times? Come on, grow up, kids. In my generation, we never get hooked on video games. The only thing that we had a video game back in the 70s, in my days, we have a game called Atari. We didn't have no Xbox. We don't have any of those fancy video games. We have games on our computer the old-fashioned way, in the old-fashioned way. Like you have floppy disk and you put it in. Or a laser disc. We put it on. You kids don't understand about what our generation gone through. I can see that you kids are idiots. Sometimes your mom and dad have a point. Sometimes your angry grandfather go overreacted. Maybe he's having a mental breakdown or maybe he's suffering from dementia. I'm getting sick and tired of seeing angry grandpa. He sounds like an idiot. But as I can say, there's more idiots I see. It's like one stupid kid who playing video games, not going to school, being late into the class, and the kid said, I had nothing to do. I just wanted to play video games and then being recorded on TV. Being recorded. And yeah, they're going up on the internet and the kid and father took out the weed whacker or the old-fashioned type of thing, but not the electronic type. Just the old typing thing is have one hook here, one hook there, One hook there, one hook there. The old-fashioned type. Well, I wanted the father break the widescreen TV. Is only you see is a screen and some lights in the background. And the dad has a right to break it. He was angry. He telling his son, "You're just fucking around in school, fucking around, not listening. You better listen, kid. I get tired of hearing you, seeing your video, and acting like a little 2-year-old." And then there is another one that has an angry dad who breaks this. I don't know how old was that dumb young adult, in his 20 something. They broke every video game he has, every this, and he put it on YouTube and put it on YouTube. Excuse me. Grow up, kid. Your father is getting pissed off with you, and your family is a bunch of idiots. You got a paranoid, schizophrenic mother, a psychopath father, and a laughing hyena brother who is fooling you all the time, thinking it's funny. Laughing. And the father is a raving lunatic. And your paranoid, schizophrenic father. I don't care if your dad breaks your video game. I don't care if your dad break your stuff. But you have no right to breaking that stuff, like trophies that he has. Hey, I got trophies, but I had no kids. I have flat screen TV. That's all I have. I have simple things. I have a laptop. That's it. I don't have fancy stuff like fancy video games and fancy video game crap. I don't watch video games. If I want to play my laptop, I go on my laptop to play it. But I am sick and tired of you kids, young kids and older kids, and I will keep on calling you kids. Grow up. If you have if one video thing I saw on YouTube and showing about a father who got mad with his son. The kid father, the kid's the kid's sister holding the video game and holding the video camera and talking like that, being silly. And the father was coming home angry, frustrated, and mad. Well, I agree with the dad. If the kid did that to my dad, to his grandparents, who could be my parents, I'd be pissed off too. And I will do the same thing. I'll take your video game and smash it with a hammer or a screwdriver or anything. And I don't think that you should say, "I'm a gamer." Gamer are assholes. You don't have a career. Video games are not easy to make. Bunch of assholes you are. I merely am adult. When I go to vacation to see my mother, I help her out on the housework. I empty the garbage for her. I take out the garbage, put it on the sidewalk for her. I help her with mowing the lawn. One thing is, I live in an apartment building. In an apartment building, you don't have a lawn. Right there, in my city, I had sidewalks. Sidewalks. I don't have a lawn. I don't mow a lawn. I don't have nothing. In this apartment, we have the manager who take out the big trash cans. We don't do that. They do that. But let me just tell you, you don't know nothing, kids, where I live. I don't care how old your father is. I don't care how old your grandfather is. Sometimes your grandfather have an anger issue. That's his problem. But you kids gotta learn to stop taking advantage of people. Grow up. Wait until you get to my age and you find out what 58 years old is like. You don't know nothing about 58 years old. You don't know nothing about blood clogs. Blood clogs is a pain in the ass. And I mean, it's really a pain in the ass. And look at me. Look at me. I'm 58 years old. I have blood clog legs, deep vein syndrome. And look, I cannot work on a regular job standing up. I can't work on a regular job of standing up 8 hours a day. And you think my job is like a sitting down job? No way, I have deep vein syndrome. Do you think I going to be relaxing and brewing around and thinking, oh, I have a nice job in the desk? I can't sit in a desk job. I can't do a desk job. I had deep vein syndrome. It's not funny, kids. If your parents come home from work, they're tired. You gotta listen to your mom and dad. You gotta listen to your parents. If you don't listen to your parents, they have a right to destroy your video games. They have a right to destroy your video TV. They have a right to destroy your electronics, your laptop. Anything you have is electronics. They have a right to break your cell phone. You don't listen. Look, your parents are like people in my age group. Back in the 70s was different. In the 70s, when we were teenagers, the only video game we had was Atari. And we played Atari on our TV set. Don't you think, we have an easy life? No. Things are different back in the days in the 1970s. The late 1970s to the 80s, we didn't have. Let me just show you. One, we do not have flat screen TV. We have regular TV. Two, we didn't have cell phones. Cell phones weren't invented yet. We call people up on our payphones. We use regular telephones. We never had those things. Three, the only video game we had was Atari. That's it. Atari. We didn't have Xbox or any other of those fancy computer video games. We didn't have that. We didn't have laptops. We had computers. Home computers. Apple home computer. Atari home computer. We had those. We didn't have that fancy stuff. And we didn't have things like we have record albums. And from the record albums, it become DVDs. We have record albums. We have VCRs and beta video. We have those. We didn't have CDs. It didn't come out yet. We didn't have DVDs. It didn't come out yet. Those things are new for my generation. And your parents had to tell you something what in their generation has things different than yours. You don't listen to your parents. If you keep on showing up that bullshitting crap on YouTube of either my mom or my dad break my stuff, well, let me to tell you, it's your fault, kid. It's all you kids' faults. All you kids' faults. You don't grow up. In my school, we're very strict. We take television really kind of easy going. We don't watch TV all the time. We go out and play. We play. We play games out on the beach. We have played out on the beach in Santa Barbara. We play the catcher the flag in the sand. If you're thinking out in the sand, well, that's okay. That was fun. We use flashlights. We go track and field. We run and jump. We play softball and baseball. We go to the gym to exercise our legs and our body. And let me to tell you, I see that stupid fat kid who always getting mean and vicious and angry and all the time. His parents his father who wrap him up with duct tape, and the kid only yell and scream and holler and that. You got a mental problem, kid. You're an asshole. Grow up. You need Prozac. Your problem is you're addicted to video games. Video games. And you're the stupidest kid I ever see on YouTube. You have a problem. And I'm sick of you kids. Grow up. If you don't go out and exercise your legs or that, you're going to die of heart attack. You're going to have one for the easy grave. And some of you kids will have to grow up because video games are unhealthy. Totally unhealthy. You can have a stroke. You can have a heart attack. You can have blood clogs in your legs. You want to end up like me? Asking my question, do you want to end up like me? If you don't know what it's like having blood clogs in the legs, it's a pain in the ass. I had it all my life. First operation, back in 1970, back in the year of 2080. Wait a second. Not 2080. 2089. Not 2089. I mean, 1989. 1989. I had my first blood clot at the age of 28. And that was a sitting down job. I wasn't sitting down. I fell down on a sidewalk. And I tripped and I fall. And I got a blood clot. And my blood clot was this big. This big. You don't know what a blood clot is like when your leg is growing fatter and fatter and fatter. You're stupid kids. And back in the year 2015, I have a blood clot again in my right leg and my right lung. And you think how I like it? I hated it. I had to be in the hospital, lying on the bed, can't do nothing, can't move my legs, can't walk around. I had to stay in bed. If you think about having a blood clot and staying in bed is fun, no, it's boring. The truth is, it is very boring. Sometimes you kids are going to end up with health problems. I can tell that you guys are all going to have major health problems. Some of you kids are going to have heart attacks. Some of you kids are going to have a stroke. Some of you are going to die from blood clots. If you don't believe me, take my word. Wait until you turn 50. You can find out the consequences of like how hard it is getting old. And you don't know nothing. Grow up. I'm getting really sick and tired of you crybaby boys and crybaby girls. Oh yeah, parents broke the kids' electronic. Parents broke this. You don't understand. You think it is easy to be a parent? It is easy to be a working person? No, it's hard. You don't know what's like working in a hardware store. You don't know what's like working in a. I've seen people who work in construction work and they work so hard. I've seen people who work in the building things and making things strong and nice. You don't understand about real work. You don't understand about real gardening. You don't know nothing about real life. Grow up. I'm sick and tired of that long hair, bearded kid, young man, or who he is, yell and scream like a little girl. You're a child. You're not an adult. A 2-year-old. 1, 2. A 2-year-old. Grow up, kid. Grow up, young man. Your father had enough with your bullshit. I'm sick of your bullshit, kid. Young man. And laughing hyena boy, stop showing that garbage on that YouTube. We know what the dad is going to do. Breaking the kid's video game. Oh, give me a break. Psycho dad. Psycho kid. I say you guys are real psychopaths. Deserve no video games. No electronics. No TV. No radio. No computer. And that fat kid, the same thing. If any of you kids who think that I'm joking, listen to your father or mother, they will tell you where life is hard. Every single thing is getting so expensive in the United States nowadays because we're putting a lot of tabs, tabs on China or any other foreign country that we do trading tabs. If you think of the trading tabs as, oh, that won't hurt me, it will hurt you. In your pocket, kid. In your pocket. Your mom and dad is not made out of money. They told you to get a job. Listen, anyone who is in their 20s should get a job and work. You kids are stupid. And I want to get something to sting off of my back, and I just wanted to tell you face to face. I'm adult. And adult don't like childish 2-year-olds or childish people. Grow up. Goodbye.